As he was talking, he even mentioned that when he was booking the ticket, he made a reservation for himself and for his wife Wunmi. Then, but it was another. It just passed. Nobody gave that to attention because gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ, we know it is not relevant to the cause of what we are on. But what are we going to do? It cannot bring Mohbad back. It cannot bring Mohbad back. Maybe by the time we get to the High Court, there could be further scrutiny. Or scrutiny now, at the examination. Okay. And then the driver. With the driver came a lot of relief. After the tension of undetermined cause of death, as well as the false witness of Sam Larry. The driver came, and the driver said his truth. As far as I am concerned, I am not saying that you should agree with me, but he said his truth. One is not a Yoruba person. His name is Fidelis Esambo Emeka. And he was able to establish that there was scuffle between Mohbad and his wife. He was able to establish that Prime Boy never lifted his hand against Mohbad. He said his own job is car hire, and that an agent called him that he should come to Orchard, and that was where he met Mohbad. He said when he got there, he had to wait for 3 hours because they had to wait for another SUV, and out came his wife as well as the baby, and they were in the car with other guys. Of course, definitely he will not know their names. So what transpired when they were going? He said nothing precisely. They were communicating, which he didn't hear because they were speaking in Yoruba. But when they now got to the venue after the show, let me just bring it in like that. That there were soldiers present that guarded Mohbad to the show and back. Although when they left the house, they stopped at Cubana chief priest. Yes, let me not forget that. Before they went to Ikorodu, they stopped at Cubana chief priest. He said himself and Wunmi went to buy food. That was mentioned already. We had that one, that they went to buy food. So it was when they came that they now proceeded to the Corona. So I mean to the show venue. So the soldiers and police, they came and guarded Mohbad for his performance. But by the time they came back, I think there was an issue of the boys requesting Mohbad money or something like that. It was the wife, it was Wunmi, that transferred money from our account also, because it was the driver said it was the wife that transferred money into his own account, and they went to collect money. So by the time they came back or something, it was giving 10,000 to the police, giving this, giving all of that. At a point, the advice was coming that it should be 5,000 instead of 10,000, and you know all those normal regular talks. So there was an aggravation, not caused by Prime Boy, like Wunmi and our cohorts wanted people to believe. But Mohbad got angry. The presence of this first men, they were still there, the soldiers and all of that. So it was Mohbad that hit the glass, according to the driver, and the glass broke. He even hit Prime Boy, but Prime Boy did not retaliate, and Prime Boy had to be taken away from there. So they moved. He said while they were coming home, he heard when Wunmi was saying Oloshi, Olori Buruku, Ole. In 2020, when you have not blown, I'm the one that went to go and borrow 500,000 naira, be 200,000 naira at Moyetope from my mother. You know, That at least the driver had that. You know, people who don't speak our vernacular, they can identify insults. He said Wunmi was persistently saying Oloshi, Olori Buruku, what else again? Ole, or something like that. You know, that the argument was fierce. He was able to confirm that there was bleeding, at least on the carpet of the car. Strong bleeding, he didn't establish that because they were able to get home. And about what time did you people get home? He said 1 a.m. 1 a.m. midnight. So by the time they got home, oh, that was another point. Mohbad jẹ̀yà o, Mohbad tó bá àìwáyé mọ́, we don't come again. But this one life, the reason why Mohbad will get justice is that he was wrongly treated. No. The only person that did well to Mohbad was his father, Joseph Oluwabamiwo Aloba. That is the only person. The only person that you will celebrate in life gave the best life to Mohbad, the father. Otherwise, ó jẹ ìyà lásán ni, ó wáyé asán. I won't lie. If there is any good time that Mohbad had in life, he had it with his father. The time the man was backing him, the time the man was moving all around with him, only that time. Otherwise, he never had it good. Because the driver said the serious words were strong. Even Wunmi held onto Mohbad, and the chain he was wearing caught. He said when they got to the house, Mohbad got down and was just walking quietly. Ẹkún mú mi. Àwọn ọmọ wa ò ní ṣìrìn o, wọn ò dẹ̀ ní ṣìfẹ́. If you have a very gentle child, there's nothing you can do about it. I won't lie. An introvert cannot exhibit the character of an extrovert. Is the lie. Baba Mohbad too doesn't talk. So definitely, his son took after him. Ìyá jẹ Mohbad. I won't lie. I'm a mother. Ọkàn mi gbọgbẹ́. The man said if he was the husband of Wunmi, òun á lù ú. He said Mohbad just got down and was walking inside the house. Ẹkún mú mi. I just managed myself. That is this how a child will encounter evil in life? And you people are insulting the father. You will not make it. Ọmọ ò ní sinmi, I swear. Ní ìtẹ́ ìfojú bàbá ẹ̀ tún rí lẹ́yìn tó lose ọmọ. The only life Mohbad enjoyed was with the father. Any other, he suffered. You know that the driver said he went to meet Wunmi and said, Madam, when you enter, don't cause any trouble. You know what Wunmi answered? He said this one. He will enter now and go and be crying. Cry boy husband ni Mohbad. Cry. Ọmọ tí bàbá kọ́ tó gbẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ó wá ṣìrìn láyé, ó ṣì fẹ́, ó ṣì ayé wá. Ọmọ ológo, ó kàn sọnù. Just like that. Tó bá mọ̀, if he remain a eunuch, nothing will happen to him. The girl told the driver and said, this one, he will enter now and go and be crying. That is the soft nature that Mohbad had. If Sam Larry can even attest to the fact that he's a good boy, a glorious child died, Mohbad will get justice. There's nothing anybody can do about it. He will get justice. Let them go and try more. Let them go and try more. So he said they entered the people entered. He now stood, the driver said he stood outside and slept in his car. He said around 3 a.m. they came to knock his door, the car door. Because of his broken window, he doesn't want to go home. He wants it to be fixed. He said that if they now knock around 3 a.m., they wanted to go to a pharmacy to go and buy something. He said he told them, I don't have fuel in my car. I cannot go. So they went back. In the morning, he now came to the door. There was no movement. There was no nothing. But in the morning, it was only Wunmi that came out. And Wunmi now saw him and said, did you just arrive? He said he answered and said, no, I slept here. I am here. I did not go anywhere. I want to have my door fixed. And so Wunmi was the one that called, because what made Wunmi to come out was that he needed a POS malam to come and give money. Ọmọ náwó tí ò ṣiṣẹ́. If you escape the judgment of man, you escape the judgment of the court. All of you that did evil to this boy, you will not escape the judgment of God, as God lives and His Spirit. So it was because they asked the driver, did you enter inside the house? He said no. It was only when the POS malam came to come and give money. Nobody saw Mohbad. He said, well, it was the wife that called the person that will fix the glass of his car. And so he left around 11 to 12 on that Monday. The next news he was going to hear was between 9 a.m. around 12 on Tuesday that Mohbad had died. That's that about the driver. He said, he said the way Wunmi actually dealt with Mohbad, he said, if na my wife, I go beat her. You know, it's not a Yoruba. A Sambo should be an Edo or a Benin person. Mohbad is sharing. Just like very dark man said, he said, Mohbad suffered. I am a mother. Mohbad suffered. Thank God for a father that cares. I salute you, Joseph Oluwabami Waloba. Thank you for the period of care. Mohbad will remember that. Mohbad suffered from his mother, suffered from mother-in-law, suffered from sister-in-law, suffered from wife, suffered from friend. The only true friend of Mohbad is God and his father. It is well. Àwọn ọmọ wa wọn ò ní ṣìrìn. So that is that about the driver. And when you heard the news, how did you react? He said he was shocked for 3 days. He cannot eat. That was what he said. Same experience with all of us when we heard. He said his truth, and that was it. Then lastly, I am muted. You are not hearing me. Are you hearing me? You are not hearing me. Kí lẹ wá ń kọ nóòsì? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí? Yes, we can hear you. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ dáyà ajá mi. You can hear me now. Mo ṣáà wò pé kí ló dé? God bless you. Ngbà tó dẹ̀ ní àyà muted. The last reposition, the doctor, a very, very knowledgeable young man, vast in his field. Wọn ò lè fi màgòmágó kan bá. I wish he was the pathologist. I wish he was the pathologist. Because one word that you ask him, he will explain. Oní ká máa pè lọ́rọ̀ pọ̀. Yes, but he is intelligent. His name is Dr. Onwuala Chigozie, and is the chief medical officer of Perez Medcare Hospital. He says he lives inside that facility. Onwuala Chigozie. And so, I said, and in that hospital, he has been practicing for 12 years. He has been practicing as a doctor for 12 years, but he has only been there for 4 years. Around 4:30 p.m., he said there was an emergency. And at their reception, he said because their hospital is a 2-story building, his office is on the first floor, and the nurses section is at the reception. That while the patient was brought in, he came because they called him. He had to take his glove and stethoscope to run down to come and verify. It was Tuesday by 4:30 p.m. 4:30. I said it that he said the Perez hospital is a 2-story. Perez hospital is the second hospital that he was taken to. It's the second hospital, not the first two. Kuramed was the first, but the doctor did not come. She was not at the court, but the second hospital. So it was a 2-story building. Is it true that Wunmi tore Mohbad? Definitely. Ó tún já chain ní ọrùn ẹ̀ gan pàápàá, according to the driver. Let me move on, Joe. So it was the doctor said it's a 2-story building and is on the 1st floor. So the nurses' point is downstairs. Is that by the time he even got there, the nurses were already checking vitals. No vitals, anything, no vitals. He said there was no pulse. Every monitoring that they needed to do to the eyes, even said that the face was already stiff. Because he said as he was doing the examination, he thought that he could do a CPR. Ẹ ṣáà rí nígbà tí Wunmi sọ wípé wọ́n ṣọwọ́ báyìí nítorí ó tún rántí ìyẹn ló ní pé kóun fi kún. Do you understand? So he said he wanted to check for the pulse. That everything about it was flat. Everything. Because he asked them, when did this happen? They said not too long. He said, but by the time he was looking at the stages, the algomoris, the rigomotis, the palmogotis, he said the stage that Mohbad was on the palmogotis, meaning that he has been dead for over 3 hours. He said he even had to check. He did a comprehensive work. He did wonderful, the doctor, because he said he checked under the feet of Mohbad. It was as white as cloth, and there were dark spots in there. There were dark spots on that leg, on that sole of his feet. He said he established everything, and as he was doing it, he was showing it to them that you see the eyes. It is not. He said because if you shine light in the eyes, that at least there's supposed to be a blinking of. He said nothing. He said to his face and his teeth, to his jaw, it was already stiff. As they told him that it was not too long ago, he said no. He told them that this has been over 3 hours. Over 3 hours. So since he was brought in dead, he pronounced that he was brought in dead, and that they should take him to a government mortuary where they are going to take him in, so that they can provide every fact on a death certificate. Because he said for every patient that they bring to their center, what they do is documentation. But he has never met Mohbad. Mohbad has never been a patient in that hospital. He was seeing him for the first time. He said the people that brought him, by the CCTV, they were able to see at least how they drove in. There was emergency. They were putting their hand on their head, shouting Imole, Imole. He said he did not know him. He was seeing him for the first time. But because that was a young man, and they said he was a star or upcoming star, he was concerned. He had to be, but everything that he did, he just proved that he didn't just die. Because had they been in the first hour of his death, maybe whatever thing that his brain might still be functioning if a CPR was applied or whatever. He said, but everything has gone. So what is your recommendation, to this court? He said they should teach CPR, how they can do a resuscitation. Because if actually everything that happened had been, a CPR had been administered, fine. Then he was able to mention that, because he said he was asking the nurse, what did you give? What was the reaction? He said because the patient they brought, he was wet. They poured water on him. It was with the water, so he could not even ascertain his body temperature. He was cold. Was there a written report or death certificate? Death certificate said there was no death certificate because one, he did not die in their custody. If he died in their custody, they will be able to put the time of death, the type of death, what he how he died and all of that. But because the detail was not there, there was just a note. We did not ask the question, who took the note? Because he said in the course of the chaos and all of it, some patients were even passing by, that they had to go and look for a corner that they can condone off so that they can attend, give everything. But he said the recommendation to take him to the morgue was by him. They didn't take it to. No, maybe she took a permission. We just didn't see her. It is raining here, so I don't know whether you are hearing me. Ojoro. The doctor mentioned that there was a CCTV and it captured everything. Can you still hear me? Okay. So, well, what are we going to say? The doctor gave his own evidence. The driver gave his own evidence. Evidence upon evidence. Is he bringing mohbad back? No. Is he bringing mohbad back? No. So, by the next, okay, I accept. So, by the next coroner inquest, there were other questions and all of that. Are you able to identify if mohbad died on Monday and all of that? He said when rebomotis, I mean, what do they call it? Palmogotis sets in. It means that it can be hours. That was how intelligent that doctor was. So bóyá ló kú tán sọ pé ènìyàn gbèdébẹ a lè sọ. But he has been able to establish that the stage of the entire stage of death has been established, that he was brought in dead. So that it has been established. We finished the court section by 21 minutes after 4. 21 minutes after 4, and it was adjourned till 25th April. 25th April by 11 a.m. 25th April, 11 a.m. So maybe did the pathologist give an estimated time and date of time? No, no, they have not started the cross-examination. That will be the next coroner, the next inquest. So maybe they will start asking questions. But kí ni yẹn máa dà? Ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run la wà. God bless you. So you can moderator. Okay, let's bring people up. Àwọn tó fẹ́ béèrè question. I saw Olúwatósìn here now. Before kí n tó lọ jẹun, kí n tó lọ sùn. Another time like this, I am going to stay at Ikorodu. I will not come home Ikorodu. Tó bá ti di pé wọ́n pẹ́, I will lodge at an hotel. Did the driver spoke with mohbad? Definitely. He was with him now for 3 hours. Before they went to the show, they were talking. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ now. Kó tó lọ sí show. It was when they got inside around that 1 a.m. He did not see mohbad again. He said so. It was only his wife. Until he left there by 11:12, he did not see mohbad. He said so. Yes, somebody is saying that since the body cannot ascertain the cause of death, can that same body be used for DNA? Yes, because there is tissue. They are going to do a tissue-based DNA. So if there is anything, you ask me to hope on, it is the DNA. It is the DNA. Because it is tissue, no fluid, no urine, nothing water there, but the tissue can be used. So that is why the DNA will be done tissue-based. And thank God they have not done it. It is Dr. Shitu that will now take over. No, at least the driver said he was inside his car. Bó bá sùn lọ, gbégbé bá gbé àmọ̀gbà tá lè jò wá. He did not mention. He said he blocked the gate with his car because if he goes outside the estate, he will not be able to have a code to enter again. That estate is gated where you have to have an identity to come in. So he said his glass has not been fixed and is not going to go out until it is fixed. We will do the DNA. They cannot evade it. I won't say more than that. Káwọn tó ń jó kán máa jó. Let them dance all they can. I already said it. Exhibit A, that is Liam. Exhibit. Ẹgbẹ́ wọn gòkè. Tosin. Okay o. Let it not be the prayer team now, please. Let it be the people that have not come on this platform before. Prayer team, please let us stay in the comment section so that we can have our go. Ejo. Yeah, did the driver report to police for what? What is he reporting to the police for? So the driver said that Wunmi was talking vile words. Oloshi, olórí burúkú, olè. Only the driver said that Wunmi told her that in 2020 he went to meet her mother to collect money for mohbad. Now you are blown. You want to be oti show nisi abi nkan. That was what he said. No. She was the one instigating the fight now. Nurse was not there when the nurse was not there. You know, I said that they mentioned that the driver said by 3 a.m. they came to knock his car that they want to go to a pharmacy. What happened between 1 and 3 a.m. that they were looking for? Because Dr. Shitu said for the length of time you were there, they did not take Mohbad to the clinic or hospital. He said no. He said no. That was what he said. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa kúkúkú ni ká gé o. I'm not bringing the team. I am not bringing the team. I am only bringing àwa lanilé. Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn àlejò wa. Ẹjọ́ ẹ má dẹ̀ jẹ́ ọpẹ́. Ní dààmú. Mo fẹ́ lọ jẹun kí n sùn. Ẹjọ́. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò kí ń ṣe analyst? Àdúrà ni mo mọ̀ ń gbà. Mo ti rojọ́ orí ti fọ́ mi sìn. As you are coming up, be talking o.
Thank you so much, Ma, for all you do. I'm just going to allow Daddy Ishak to go to speak.
Apple of God, I'm not hearing you. Táwọn èèyàn ń gbọ́ yín ṣá. If they are hearing, it's okay.
If I heard her.
Let me use my earpiece.
For your contribution, Madam Rich Grace.
Wait, ma. Wait, Mr. Ishak. Please wait. Òjò ń rọ̀ bí gan. Okay. Oh yeah, over to you, Mr. Ishak.
We thank you for your contribution, your efforts, and your support for the cause of justice.
Thank you.
May God continue to bless you. And if you really,
Àmín Jésù.
Yes. First thing I will say is that I think from what you have told us tonight, there are pieces of evidences that point at what happened and that are relevant to the cause of death, which may also be part of the final report from our own lawyer to be presented to the magistrate, and which the magistrate cannot discard some of the key points that have been raised by the witnesses. I will start with the claim that Wunmi, in the course of the fight, provoke Mohbad with a contribution, or family contribution, whether it's true or false, and which also confirm a kind of reaction that suggested ending of career. If somebody is saying, I've helped you, Olori Buruku, Olushiniye, this and that, and we also hear of the threat, yes, we also hear of the threat that they will end his career. I think that is very substantial, and that may help, when reconciling all statements, may lead to the cause of death. And the fact that there was a physical fight that even brought about the cut of chain and the rest.
Please, when you come up, mute your microphone, please, so that we will not disturb others.
Secondly, the driver informed us that the driver said he was informed about the fire of Mohbad at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. The noise arrived Mohbad, according to our own statement, arrived Mohbad's house at 2:30 p.m. on the same Tuesday.
On Tuesday,
If the driver was already informed as at 9 a.m.
Eric,
and the
please mute yourself now. You are
arrived at
disturbing.
2:30 p.m. It is now left for the magistrate to confirm whether the person treated by the nurse was actually Mohbad. And it's now left for DPP, who raised their evidences on the fact that it was reaction to injection from the nurse that arrived 2:30, when we are now hearing of pie as at 9:30 a.m. on the same day, to at least reconsider their stand on what they are taking to court. It's like the account of the driver has turned the case 360.
Man,
And
he said between 9 and 12 already he
Yes.
has had that, yes, Mohbad at pie on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
So it is now 360, and there is no how they can escape full forensic on this. If somebody is claiming he got the news by 9:30, and the nurse that the DPP rely on is saying he's going to court, and got to the house by 2:30.
By 2:30.
Then there is need for verification. There is need to step beyond interrogation, beyond writing statement and interrogating them, to full investigation, because there is no investigation on the side of police that we have seen so far. Secondly, Mohbad corpse arrived the second hospital at 4:30.
Yeah.
And the doctor said it was confirmed for over 3 hours.
Yes. The second
If the
hospital.
nurse arrived 2:30,
Yeah.
and the doctor, this is the second confirmation again. If the nurse arrived 2:30, and the doctor that was examining the corpse at 4:30 said this person must have died over 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
That also points to the fact that the nurse cannot be held responsible for whatever they must have cooked. It means that the nurse must have treated the wrong person, not Mohbad. And it means there is need for full investigation.
Yeah.
But whatever the police have taken to court, to me, has been rubbish.
I've been nullified.
Has been nullified. And I think the Nigerian police should do better, because this case, if it get to court, there is no how, even with the petition so far, with the petition of the police, with the fact that our lawyers have sued the police, there is no how whatever they have presented to DPP can stand the test of time. I want to thank all of us not to be disturbed by whatever has happened from the doctor's report. There are different angles of looking at these things. The expert opinion can be based on the full forensic of the phones, the pathology report, the expert, which is the doctors who has also given an account of what has happened. An homicide case can be resolved in whatever way you look at it. There is no narrow, it's a wide terrain and we need to open our eyes and encourage people like the driver that came up today. Where the Yorubas fail, I'm happy. The good Igbos stood up.
Yeah.
And I want to also encourage us as Nigerians. You can see that the Igbos in Lagos, if we have more of the drivers, the same driver, we have more of them in Lagos. Lagos will be a safer place for all of us. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. Yes. Apple of Gaza is over to you. Let's make it short and precise, just like Mr. Ishak has said, so that.
Thank you so much, Mommy. Thanks for all you do for justice. And Mommy, thank you, Daddy Ishak, for that submission. And thank you to all the panelists. I'm sorry I can't mention every name. And thank you, commenters. Honestly, Daddy Ishak has said most of the things that I wanted to say. So when Mommy Rich Grace was explaining how mohbad was spy, the events that happened, it really broke my heart when they said the defendant actually said that Mohbad was a good guy. And that led me to when I
Sam
was
Larry said it.
Sam Larry said
The driver said.
Sam Larry said Mohbad was a very good guy.
Very Omoluwabi ni.
Omoluwabi. And that took me back to when I was talking on Vengeance platform, that I was having this mental image of Mohbad as, when during the last few hours of his life, he was still there breathing. He needed help. Even if they didn't know how to do let's assume they don't know how to do CPR.
CPR, yeah.
If it was an accident, Mommy, I strongly believed in my spirit that if Mohbad had been helped to the hospital, he would have survived.
That was what the doctor said. If everybody, they should be taught CPR, because if it has been administered, it's possible.
And I just bless God for the driver that came to give testimony today.
Sambo is his name, Fidelis.
Mr. Fidelis. That has opened a lot of, cankerworms now. And yes, it has taken a 360 turn, and it's shedding more light into some of the questions that we've had in our mind. Definitely, from when Mr. Fidelis was in his car waiting for the car to be fixed, and Mo had gone inside after that argument, it is very obvious that another argument ensued when they went into the house. And Mohbad was caught unaware. Either he was hit, something happened. He was overpowered. But that young man did not die immediately. He didn't die immediately. He was fighting for his life. And then the baby mama, the so-called girlfriend, instead of taking him out, rather than doing that, she was looking for cover up. And that boy
exactly.
was screaming. There was still life left in him. But he was so weak, he couldn't speak. But you know what? We serve a God, and our God is alive. And Mommy Rich Grace has said no preaching today. The Holy Spirit directed me to a Bible verse. But I'm going to leave it for another time. But what I want to, the Spirit of God is one. He is not a God that will lie. I want to assure people hanging around on the balcony, listening, we are going to get justice.
Definitely.
Ọlọ́run ó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ga ju orúkọ rẹ̀ lọ. Mo sọ ní pẹ̀lú ìgboyà nínú Jésù. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá lọ́wọ́ ní inú ikú ọmọkùnrin yìí, nítorí pé Ọlọ́run dá a ní láti wá sílé ayé tiẹ̀. Ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ kan kì yóò sì lọ láláì jìyà. Ẹ máa wẹ̀ nínú àgbo for as long as you like. But hear me well. I have not come in my name, but I'm speaking with authority. We are going to get justice. For as many of you that has gone to your babalawo, it would expire. You will face the music. Thank you, mommy.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, talk is cheap.
It's
Please,
like
let's
no,
make
no,
it very
no.
brief.
Oh,
I
okay.
appreciate everybody.
Let me just quickly say one thing. Uh-uh. Sorry. Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Thank you.
Welcome, Mommy Rich Brave.
Thank you.
You are such it's an honor to be up with you on this justice for Mohbad.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do, your support, your
Thank you, ma.
selfless
Thank you. All glory to God.
efforts to be with Baba Mohbad is one
Thank you.
thing that I will forever live to thank you for. You
Thank
are
you. God
such a
bless you, ma.
wonderful human being.
God bless you, ma.
Thank you so much. Even your husband have played a vital role because if he didn't allow you to go, even though you want to go, you will still obey your husband. I pray that the both of you live longer enough to
Amen.
enjoy the fruit of your labor and to enjoy our fruits too, because
Amen.
I will see be appreciative to you and your husband.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
I
you, ma.
appreciate it. God bless you, ma.
What
God
I
bless
would
you.
like to say about this, before today, I've been saying one thing that if 15 people is in the house, one day someone will crack. That even if one person kill and bury the person, the secret will still be out there one day. But with 15 people in the house, I know that God will surely fight for Ileri Oluwa. And there was a thing I said. Someone said the wife did not help to the hospital. Mohbad did not die small, small. That's me. Whatever happened to Mohbad happened and he died on the spot. That neck broke. That Mohbad neck that broke is a symbol that what happened in that house is what happened to the neck. And they left him in that house because they don't know how to come out to come and tell the whole world what happened. And they try to want to cover everything. Where God started doing his wonderful work in this justice for Mohbad is when Darusha came and said he got to the first hospital. And today, Mommy Rich Grace, you said the first hospital is Pyramid, but they are not
Pyramid.
around.
Yes, Pyramid is
Darusha
directed
said,
by woman.
yes. Darusha said he was called around 11:30, and he got there around 12 p.m. And they told him Mohbad had died and it's in second stage of death. Okay, now the parents said they brought him 4:30. You can see the hours between parents and these people. So my own conclusion is that Mohbad have died since early hours. And thank God the driver did at least 50% justice now. That he knew or someone called him around 9 that Mohbad had died. Before they called this man around 9 a.m., Mohbad would have died 2 hours or 3 hours earlier. So my own is that we are going somewhere, no retreat, no surrender. On 25, there's another inquest. The Lord God will be with us, protect us, and fight this battle for us. And the killer the fire of Mohbad, they are going to be exposed, and the name of God will be praised. Thank you, Mom Rich Grace.
God bless you. Thank
God
you.
bless you, ma. God
Thank
bless you,
you.
ma. God
God
bless you,
bless
ma.
you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Mhm.
Arike,
ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ mọ́mì mo kúrin ní mà
yeah.
yes ma ẹ pẹ́ fún wa lágbára ọlọ́run mo dẹ̀ ní suyín kò nírọ̀ yìí. Good evening everyone panelists commenters I salute everybody. Let's make it snappy. Now I want to start from Sam Larry. Sam Larry said all stations settle inú fíìmù lòkú ti máa ń yọ sí yan blah blah blah. He said he made that statement 2013 if I'm right ma.
Yes.
Thank you ma. Now question for Sam Larry rèé, ta ló kú nígbà yẹn tó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn fún?
Somebody yes, they asked.
Tí ò bá ṣe Mohbad ló sọ fún.
I pretended not to hear that one.
So kí ló wá sọ ma?
Who died? He even said that they coined his voice over it. It was something that had happened 2013.
So automatically Sam Larry ń pa pẹpẹ irọ́. That guy dey lie. Ó máa parọ́ náà. Ẹni tó bá ń búlì èèyàn. Ẹni tó bá ń búlì èèyàn máa parọ́. Because nílé nǹkan tó ń ṣe ní kọ́nà yẹn nílé sọ lójú ayé pé mo lọ búlì ẹ̀ ní nílé sọ. So bully will always be a liar. Sam Larry onírọ́ ni òun pa irọ́. Irọ́ ẹ̀ náà ló máa pa.
Ẹ tún lọ jàmọ̀là. N tó sọ nìyẹn àwọn lọ jàmọ̀là.
Òun pankẹ́rẹ́ wá báyìí. Ẹ wá tó lọ jọ jẹun.
Ọjàmọ̀là.
Direct is mute. The last person tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọlé.
Ẹ wá jẹ́ ń gbẹ́ ni.
So that is for Sam Larry. Sam Larry, you are lying. Then nurse, who do you treat? Ní ọ̀sán tó dé àárọ̀ ni Mohbad ti kú. Ta ló treat?
All those things are what we will look at nitty-gritty.
To me ma. To me ma. Me, I don't believe wọ́n ṣe èèyàn gbé fún nurse. I don't believe that. My own opinion is nurse. Wọ́n pè wá fún iṣẹ́ tó ń fúnra ẹ fẹ́ ṣe ni tí wọ́n jọ agree láti ṣe. All that nonsense they are saying ma irọ́ ni. Me, I don't believe pé nurse ò mẹ́ni tó treat. Àbáwo lójú ọ̀bọ àtọ́jú èèyàn báwo ló ṣe papọ̀?
No, the doctor said something.
Èèyàn is èèyàn.
The doctor said something that the nurse did not come with the body to Perez. I mean, yes, to Perez. But by the time she got there, the doctor said she was looking so askance, let me use that language, so shocked that this person had died, that she carried the nylon bag with drugs in her hands, that the CCTV proved that. Go ahead.
Because tẹ́ bá rántí nurse herself said ọ̀kadà ló gbé Mohbad ìyẹn náà ti parọ́ mọ́tò ló gbé wọn débẹ̀.
To the first hospital. Perez is the second one. Perez is the second hospital. First hospital.
Okay.
First hospital.
And also to see why. How come see why nínú gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ you never mentioned pé Mohbad ìjà brutally like ìjà yẹn
that they had argument.
How come? See, this is it. Wọ́n ní àjẹ́ ké lánàá ọmọ kú lẹ́ni. Táyà ọmọ pàjẹ́ tó ké lánàá ló pọ̀ mọ́. Ìgbà tó ń bàjà ó fún aṣọ ọmọ lọ́rùn ó yaṣọ ó jáṣẹ́ni. Nígbà tẹ̀ lọlé ó sọ pé obìnrin ló hẹ̀ di kárí àlè fúròṣì wípé ìwọ ló máa rẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Mohbad yé dẹ̀ padà kú lálẹ́ ọjọ́ tẹ́ ẹjọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ òkú ẹ̀ lọ gbé lọ́jọ́ kejì. Wùmí Kàríà ló sọ pé ó fẹ́ dìbò Mohbad fúnra ẹ̀ ti padà kú báyìí. Kàríà ló sọ pé ó fẹ́ hẹ́ǹdì báyìí ẹni tó ní Kàríà fúnra ẹ̀ gan ti jásẹ̀ ìwọ́dẹ̀ ló bá jà láàsì inú ilé lẹ́jọ́ wọ̀ láàyè òkú ló jáde.
When the doctor was asked, how is he when he entered? He said he's in perfect condition. When the driver was asked that when he only saw a sober person, he was just walking quietly with all what Wunmi has said to him.
So, òun jẹun, òun sùn, òun ṣe flapapa. I know many see to me ṣẹ́ni gbogbo àwọn tó wà nínú ilé Mohbad lọ́jọ́ tí Mohbad kú yẹn gbogbo wọn ti sẹ́ẹ̀lì sóòlù wọn fún devil àwọn ọmọ yẹn bó ṣe rò kí wọ́n ṣe kéré tó èṣù ti gbàkóso ayé gbogbo wọn èṣù tó dẹ̀ gbàkóso ayé wọn ló máa padà jẹ wọ́n ní ìyà because èṣù kì í fún èèyàn ní nǹkan kó má fi gbà ètò ju nǹkan yẹn lọ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn tí odidi èèyàn fi kú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ tí story gbogbo yín wà line ẹ wò mí wo spendi onírọ́ spendi ọmọ burúkú ọmọ òṣì àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì nígbà tó ń lọ mọ́ jáde ẹ ti ẹ̀ gbọ́wọ́ ẹ ti ẹ̀ rẹ́rìn ẹ ti ẹ̀ ṣe gbádá ẹ ti ẹ̀ ṣe kodò driver tó dẹ̀ gbé yín wọlé driver sọ pé ìgbà tó ń lọ láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì òun kanlẹ̀kùn ẹ̀ sílẹ̀kùn
Exactly.
wọ́n sọ bí kan àmọ́ bóyá irọ́ ni wọ́n ní pé ó lóun gbariwo ń gbà kan ipò nǹkan lẹ̀kùn òun pè wọ́n pé òun ò gbọ́dọ̀ àwọn àmọ́ bóyá irọ́ nìyẹn.
No, he
sọ pé
didn't
nǹkan
say
lẹ̀kùn nígbà
that.
tó ń fẹ́ máa lọ.
He said he knocked.
Ipò
said
nǹkan
at
lẹ̀kùn
that
títí
3 a.m.
tó dẹ̀ kan lẹ̀kùn yẹn náà ni Primeboy send message.
That 3 a.m. that somebody came to knock the door. He said they started Mohbad's car. I think I skipped that one. I remember now. Mohbad's car. So whether they went to buy drugs or whatsoever, around 3 a.m. òun ò gbé mọ́tò tiẹ̀ lẹ̀ ó ní pé torí pé kò sépo.
So torí a gbọ́ 3am pé bọ̀ wọn ò rí Mohbad.
Mohbad did not come out.
3am
It was very cool me. Mohbad did not come out. Even when he was going, Mohbad didn't come out. The person Wunmi was the one that sent money for the glass.
Tábà wo ọ̀rọ̀ tí driver yìí sọ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tí àdúrà sọ no one see Mohbad lẹ́nu driver ò rí Mohbad náà tó fi lọ àdúrà said no one see Mohbad.
Beyond 12.
It's a lifestyle àti spending ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ ń pa irọ́ Mohbad fọwọ́ gbọ̀n yín lórí Mohbad fọwọ́ gbọ̀n yín nírù Mohbad do this Mohbad do that Mohbad sọ ẹ má bínú Wunmi Mohbad sọ pé òun fẹ́ lá píópíó ẹ̀yin nìyẹn Ọlọ́run nìyẹn nǹkan tí mo mọ̀ ni pé even gan bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ òròmọ adìyẹ lèèyàn kọ̀wé ṣùṣù téèyàn tẹ́ pa o lè sọ pé o mu jẹ because o pa in appropriate way kò dẹ̀ ṣẹ́ not to talk of odidi èèyàn and now this is the issue of CPR tí wọ́n sọ Mohbad case is not issue of CPR to me Mohbad case is not issue of CPR kì í ṣe pé bóyá ó ní di CPR yẹn wọn ò fún Mohbad case is pure negligence as in pure ìwà tí wọ́n fẹ́ wù òun ni wọ́n wù fún ọmọ yẹn because mọ́tò Mohbad wà ń bẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé tòótọ́ ni nǹkan ṣe Mohbad pé wọ́n really fẹ́ rescue life ẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá gbé Mohbad jáde dìgbàdìgbà ṣé driver máa sọ pé òun ò lè gbé nígbà tó bá rí i pé ẹni tó ń gbé wọlé láàyè mà lọ fẹ́ máa gbé jáde tí ó dá ìpè máa jẹ́ sí driver ò ní sọ pé òun ò gbé but wọ́n mọ̀ bo Mohbad mọ́lé wọ́n mọ̀ fẹ́ pa gbogbo track wọn rẹ́ because ìgbà tí driver sọ pé òun kanlẹ̀kùn ní àárọ̀ yẹn period yẹn náà ni Primeboy send the message sí Wunmi pé òun fẹ́ wá gbé báàgì òun tí Wunmi ò dáhùn what are they cleaning what are they mopping kí nìkan tó ń bò kí nìkan tó ń clean kí ni àwọn loophole tí wọ́n ń cover gbogbo gbà yẹn tí wọ́n tilẹ̀kùn mọ́rí ẹ̀yin nìyẹn Ọlọ́run nìyẹn nǹkan tí mo kàn mọ̀ ní pé ìtẹ́ ṣe yìí ní mú jẹ odidi èèyàn ni Ọlọ́run fún anybody ní àṣẹ láti gba ní mú jẹ tèmi nìyẹn ṣeun.
God bless you. You know, that was what Dr. Shiku said. There are three judgments: the judgment of man, the judgment of the court, the judgment of God. You escape two, you cannot escape the third one. God bless you. Over to you, Sacrosanct.
Yeah, good evening, Mommy Rich Grace. Good evening, Daddy Tazan, Moshino for real, Daddy Lois, and every Mommy Busobola, and every other beautiful panelist on the Daddy Ishak has gone, and then the commenters. I just want to thank God for the outcome of today's inquest.
Yeah.
We thank God. It can only be God. It can only be God. Ibi tí all this rubbish they were saying, ibi tó fojú sí ọ̀nà lè gbàgbé kìnìkan. See, gbogbo ohun tí Olúwa bá dá wọn ní dáradára ni. So likewise, gbogbo ohun tí Olúwa bá ṣe dáradára ni. See, if there is anything I appreciate about today's inquest, is that he uncover other areas, uncover, puncture our lies, puncture lies that Sherry Insane, it has become obvious. Because if the driver who was there can say all he has said, he said today, get close. Close.
That's it.
I don't have much to say. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa tù tí kiri. Whoever tó bá fẹ́ tu ìtukítù, ẹ jẹ́ kó continue kó máa tú kiri. All I know is, it is crystal clear. It is. even gbogbo ẹwọ ṣẹmọ àwọn lawyers wọ́n máa ṣe bíi pé wọn ò mọ nǹkan tó àwa layman máa fi pé àmọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n gan kí ló dé tí wọ́n slow báyìí ṣe rí ó fi ọwọ́ lẹ́rán báyìí ó ń wo ibi tí ìyá máa bá wọ ara wọn ni it's not a yẹyẹyẹyẹ kò ń ṣe lọ́ọ̀yà yẹgẹyẹgẹ kò ń ṣe lọ́ọ̀yà yẹgẹyẹgẹ ní Sanshitu so he knows what he's doing. So whoever tó bá fẹ́ máa rant kákàkiri kó máa rant kó máa wá update tí ò sọnù kiri as far as we are concerned God na him dey run this one na God dey run this one and a máa gúnlẹ̀ sébùté ayọ̀ God bless you ma God keep your home God strengthens you ẹ ṣé gan ma.
God bless you. Thank you. Yes. Daddy, is it Daddy Louis?
You can drop me, man. You can drop me for others.
Good evening, my name is Gary.
Thank you, sir.
God Almighty Allah continue to strengthen you and to give you all what you deserve as a mother. You are really a mother. If Mohbad have you as a mother, Mohbad will still alive. Thank you for what you have been doing.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Today inquest was make me see a lot of lies, and it established something to us. We all understand that and establish that the lies that Mohbad died in the hospital. So thank God for today. The doctor has made it clear to us, and we established that 3 hours ago before the only thing that they talk. Yes, ma'am. There's something I want to tell you. They said when the driver left, they texted the driver to report to police station. Is that true, ma'am?
He said, on Tuesday. He now said, he said he saw a test and he was even asking his wife, do you have police case or does my brother have police case? Because he said the next thing that he had, that was Tuesday, by around 9 a.m. to 11, between 9 a.m. or that Mohbad had died. Yes, he mentioned it.
Okay, that's why I've been texting you that he said he should report to police, and he said he refused to go to police.
He didn't affirm that. He only said that he was shocked that Mohbad had died because he had the information. I think he said on Facebook or something like that Mohbad had died. So he said he saw a test. He said by a number and that the number again. But you know that since he's an agent, so definitely that aspect was not even given cognizance because he left on Monday. According to him, he left there on Monday around 12, which he attested to because of his broken glass. And that it was when he has been sent to where he could have it fixed that he left.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I have a message. I have a message for Lifestyle. Lifestyle should come outside and tell us more lies because he said he left there on Monday early morning. So please, that's my message for Lifestyle. Thank you, ma'am.
He's hearing you. God bless you. Thank you. Who is next now?
Nima.
Yes.
I talk one.
Emma, good evening. Emma, good evening. Emma, I'm being child.
Emma, go on, Mama. She know you live on Kay Gale.
Ẹ̀yin lára ilé náà. Ará ilé ni gbogbo yín ṣe bí ẹ lọ bí iṣẹ́.
Mama, she
Mo
know.
lọ bí iṣẹ́ láàárọ̀ la o.
Okay, kò sí problem. Ẹ go on.
No, I know that she's just joking.
Ẹ má ṣeré sọ̀rọ̀ yín, ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ yín, mò ń ṣeré ni.
I know.
Mommy Rich Grace. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ Olúwa o. Olúwa túbọ̀ máa ṣagbára dọ̀tun o. A jọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ díjì lánàá, a dẹ̀ jọ parí ẹ̀ ni. Tẹ bá notice pé ẹnìkan tó kù tó ń ṣàn send message lórí vigil àkàn léraléra gbà tó kù bí 5 minutes ká parí vigil yẹn mo receive revelation kan mo ń try láti sọ pé Mommy Rich Grace ẹjọ́ máa ẹ̀dẹ̀ gbé mi sókè kí n sáré sọ̀rọ̀ briefly but ó dẹ̀ pé ẹ̀rí ó ti rẹ̀ yín gbogbo wa ṣe ń ṣe vigil yẹn lánàá ṣùgbà tó kù díẹ̀ ẹ̀kan ṣe oore ọ̀fẹ́ ni pé ká máa lọlé mo ṣàfẹ̀mí sí pé wẹ́ gbogbo àdúrà tá a ti gbà tí blessed kíní gbogbo everybody gbà lánàá yẹn pé Ọlọ́run á mú àdúrà yẹn lọ lé àṣẹ. Tẹ́ bá lè gbà mí láyè kí n sọ díẹ̀ nínú vision yẹn, mi ò sun vision ni o, bá ṣe ń gbàdúrà kíní yẹn kàn wá bíi gay drama. Wọ́n á ní pé kí n share ẹ̀. Ṣárí report tí autopsy wa give lẹ́nu mi was surprised because I was seeing that vision yesterday. I saw a vision that ẹni tó ní òun ò lè travel, mo rí pé there was a movement from one sojourn to another. So that sojourn meets body of team, not just one person. Ṣòye ìgbà tí body of team yẹn tán meet, there was an exchange. Bí ẹ mọ̀ pé vision tó wà máa fi hàn yàn, wọn ò ní fi pé kí wọ́n máa fẹ́ tàtà mọ́ àtàrẹ mátàrẹ bó ṣe wá. Mo rí vision yẹn, mo rí team ọkùnrin all through ni mo rí. There was a sojourn from one journey to another, and there was a seat tán dẹjọ jókòó when they were talking, and at the end of the day there was an exchange of papers and there was an exchange of some certain things. So mo try lánàá yẹn pé mommy, this is what I saw when we were praying. This is what I saw, that God should help us concerning this corona, this autopsy or whatever. But when it now came out the way it came out, I said God is still in control. God will still continue to be God in our life. Kì í ṣe mímọ̀ ṣe wà níbi tá a bá dé mommy. And àwọn àdúrà tá à ń gbà kò gbà sásán. Mo mi lè má, but anytime that in lọ fún corona inquest ni mo máa ń join vigil yín. Tó bá ti kú ọ̀la mo máa ń wà pẹ̀lú yín pẹ̀lú prayer tí mommy blessing blessed kí n tó máa ń ṣe interpretation gbogbo ẹ̀ lóríṣiríṣi tàjọ máa ń ṣe. Having said that, mommy ẹ rántí pé ẹ̀gbọ́n Black Widow ìgbà tó fẹ́ emerge tó fẹ́ wá sọ́dọ̀ wa níbí báyìí ká lè gbà wọlé, she was analysing something about rail. Ipe rail kan wọ́n ó bend nínú ilé Mohbad. Pé there was a fight. There was this, there was that. Táwọn èèyàn bẹ̀ sí ní gbé rail yẹn níjọ́ yẹn tó fi ṣe compare and contrast. Ìgbà tí the driver analysed the period that he was outside, my concern was that, is it that ilé Mohbad ó ga gogoro, fence ẹ̀ ga gogoro, débi pé this driver may not be able to hear whatever noise that was going on inside? Because it's so sudden and it's so unfortunate. Premeditated death. No matter what, tó bá tẹ̀lé hate yàn tó subject ẹ̀ to ridicule, all in the name of pé ọkọ ó quiet ó tutù. Ṣó tún wá yẹ kó dé level pé kó fi ọmọdé yìí kó fi pa àwọn òbí ẹ̀ kó fi lá wọn lójú. There was a lot that Mohbad went through. Mohbad ló love àwọn tó wà surround there. Even his siblings wọ́n fail Mohbad. Wọ́n fail Mohbad. We are going to get there. There was a fight. I can say that authoritatively. And ọwọ́ ẹnìkan ju ẹnìkan lọ. Ọwọ́ upper hand yẹn òun ló jẹ́ kí Mohbad kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Every other thing nípa nurse was a mirage. I won't understand. It was a mirage, but whichever way it is, the Sanshitu that is in charge of this case will get to the edge of this case. I know that there's somebody tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n tẹ̀ ní jáde gbogbo bá ṣe ń pariwo yìí, tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń ṣe private investigation mommy lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ lórí ikú Mohbad. Ẹ máa rí ibi tó máa shock wa lórí bí a ṣe máa gba justice fún Mohbad. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ̀ lérò sí. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ̀ lérò sí. Mama, Ọlọ́run wà lórí ìtẹ́. Ẹ ṣé gan gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe fún wa. Ẹ ṣé gan ó dàbọ̀.
Thank you so much.
Hello, ma.
Sorry.
I think I'm the best. Okay, sir.
No, just the clarification. I'm not making any contribution.
All right, sir.
You should watch the cut between Prime Boy and Wunmi. Prime Boy chatted Wunmi around 8:54.
Okay.
And if Wunmi attended to the driver at 11 and did not reply Prime Boy until 1:16 p.m. Prime Boy chatted 8:54 in the morning. And Wumi was up as at 11 to attend to driver, but did not reply that chat until 1:16 p.m. There was something going on in that house.
They were playing their part.
Yeah. Secondly, if you look at his response to Prime Boy, please don't come for now. Please, something was going on there. Then I learned that when they got to the second hospital, there was no issue of reaction to injection. It was issue of collapse. They claimed that it collapsed. That collapse, who witnessed it? Because we learned.
Collapse where? The second hospital, it was the doctor that came today.
Yes, they were saying that when they reported to the doctor, when the doctor asked them what happened, was that he collapsed at home. Is that true?
No, he didn't say that. He said, he asked them, when did this happen? He said, not too long. That was what he said. It was Dr.
Okay, he didn't ask them about the cause of what happened or anything?
That a nurse was the one that administered English injection. You know, he said it was a nurse that was attending. It was because maybe the injection was speedily given. That was what happened or something like that. He didn't say there was a collapse. That it collapsed. Then Dr. Shitu said, but at your hospital, it was heard that somebody came and snapped picture with mohbad, and a nurse went in and all that. And the doctor said, no, it is someone chasing clouds, because mohbad was actually brought in there, haven't gone through the stages of pulmonosis or something like that, which was the last stage, where even his teeth was stiff, that was something like this, like that.
Okay,